Hi guys, I'm Nikhil from the Unbiased blog, and Dyson has finally come to India, and we've been waiting for this a long time. When I was in England, I used their products and I was waiting for them to be in India. Now they're here, and then with me is John, who's going to talk about what has come to India and something more about the Indian market and the products.
Hi, really pleased to be in India. I want to introduce all our 3 brand new products we've just launched today. So this is the Dyson V8 Absolute. So this isn't an ordinary conventional vacuum cleaner. We designed our own motor inside, and it gives really, really high suction, which is great for fine dust. But hey, look at the format. It's really versatile. It's easy to use. I can clean up high. I can clean surfaces, clean on my floor. We can find dust everywhere with Dyson V8. So the next product I want to share with you is the Dyson Supersonic. So this hairdryer is really, really powerful. It makes sure all your hair is really glossy. It doesn't damage the hair by producing too much temperature. It's lightweight, maneuverable, easy to use, and really will make sure your hair looks great every time you use it.
So could you tell us why it's named Supersonic?
So yeah, good question. The reason we called it Supersonic, we've developed our own V9 digital motor inside the Supersonic. I'm holding it right there. That helps it to make it really quiet. Now, we spin the V9 motor inside Supersonic at up to 110,000 RPM. So that produces air that it's the supersonic speed as it leaves our motor.
Wow.
The most interesting thing as well, the air is sucked in through the base, is up through the handle. We've got this technology called Air Multiplier, which Dyson have also developed. That entrains more air. And when we put on an accessory, we create the smoothest flow of air onto your hair to make sure that it's great for styling and doesn't damage your hair.
So these attachments, sounded like it's magnetic and it just clicks on, right?
Yeah, that's right. So really easy to use.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about clips and other things. When you're styling, you've got a number of attachments you can use. They're all magnetic and they all fit onto Supersonic.
Wow.
The other interesting thing is the intelligent heat control. So this one controls the speed of the motor, and this one controls the temperature. Okay. So you can be very precise about controlling the temperature that's applied to the hair. Inside here there's a thermistor that measures the speed 20 times per second.
Wow.
So we can really accurately show how much heat is put on the hair and make sure we don't damage it.
Also, while you were giving on stage, you were giving a demo that how the normal traditional hair dryers damage your hair and this one doesn't, right?
Yeah. With other fans, those fans have limited heat protection. The only the protection they have is a thermal cutout. That prevents the machine going on fire. The effect you get with conventional hair dryers is as you restrict the hair dryer, we all put it close to our hair, or we use attachments. That causes the flow to drop off and the temperature really rises, and that's what we think damages people's hair.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is the Dyson Pure Cool Link. It's an air purifier. So we have 2 key bits of technology on the purifier. Firstly, as the air is drawn into the machine, so you can see it's bladeless, this product. There's no blades to keep clean. Conventional blades spin around.
Yeah.
If you had children, you don't want your children putting their hand through the mesh. This one is totally safe. It's easy to wipe clean and keep clean, and it sucks all of the air in through the bottom. There's a 360-degree HEPA filter that filters the air down to PM.1.
Wow.
So really, really, really efficient. That gives us an efficiency of 99.95% efficiency. So it removes all of the pollutants in the filter, and then the air is blown out from the multiplier. Now the interesting thing about the multiplier is it's a different approach to cleaning the whole room. Because the air is moving very quickly, that allows it to jet into the whole room, and that has the effect of circulating the air in the room. And the Dyson Pure Cool Link purifier is able to reduce the levels in the whole room and not just locally around the product. So that's the difference about our technology.
And is this smart? I mean, is it connected to an app, or how does it work?
Come over here and I'll show you. So everyone is very aware about the air quality outside. Yeah. So we talk a lot about the levels in Delhi. This is moderate level today, so it's pretty good. The
Maybe
interest-
because we are inside right now.
Yeah,
Outside,
I think-
I'm sure it's really bad.
Well, that's the interesting factor here, because this actually shows inside how that
Oh,
differs.
okay.
So, inside our product, we have a sensor that measures the air quality as air's drawn in, and then it displays how clean the air is on the app here.
Wow.
So people aren't aware that the air can be as polluted inside as it is outside. So it's important that we educate them in terms of their home environment. The other thing about the app is it allows us to set a schedule. So if I leave the home and I want to have a pure, clean home when I come back, I can set the schedule. So I can say what time I want it to happen, so that will default to a certain time in the evening. I can change the time if I want. Very simply, to be very accurate, I can set the event. That will automatically switch on the air purifier and clean the home for when I return back.
So does this app work in convergence with the smart AI assistants like Alexa or Google Now or Apple Siri HomeKit, something like that? Does it work like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
And the key thing for us in India is around making sure that we have all of the AIs like Alexa that work with all of the different regions.
Okay.
So we're on that journey, and
Okay.
we'll make sure that our products interact really well
Superb.
in the future.
So there are two sizes and two colors of this product?
Yes, so we have two colours for the tower fan.
Stunning.
This one is iron and blue, really like that colour. And then a bit more subtle are silver and white.
Yeah.
And then we also then have
This one, I guess. This is the desk.
our
one.
desk version.
Okay. But it works the same way, right?
Yeah, all of the technology is the same. This one has a amplifier which is round. You can still see the same annulus where the air exits and moves at high velocity. They all have the filters mounted around the motor. All have the ability to oscillate. So you can switch them on and off with the app or the remote control or even on the product. So hugely flexible to make sure your whole room is kept clean.
Brilliant. That's like the inside of it.
Yeah, let's have a look further. So inside our product, there's a huge amount of technology here. We've built our own impeller for the motor. You can see the air is drawn in through this filter in 360 degrees. You'll see why that's important in a minute when we look at the dirty filters. It passes through a carbon layer which removes odour, and then in through the motor. Comes in through the motor and then comes into this chamber that we've talked about, and then the air is really accelerated in the air multiplier, which is a Dyson technology we've created. You can see in the moment the electronics which allow the machine to rotate, and just here is the sensor that measures the air quality. So let's have a look at the filters.
Yeah.
So here's a question: do you know what you're breathing in? We think the answer is not yet, but when you have the app you will know. You can see these filters. These filters have been used over time. The filter life we think will last for a year if you use it for 12 hours. And you can see...
Does it apply to Delhi?
Yes.
It's like okay.
So we've been testing the products in India for the last 18 months.
Wow.
And we've been into 150 households,
Okay.
6 cities.
Not my household though.
Hopefully we'll come there soon.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can see how evenly the filters are loading. That makes you get the most life out of the filters. And therefore we think they'll have a good life and will only have to be replaced within a year. And the interesting thing as well is the app will notify you when it's affecting the performance you need to change.
Oh, okay. That's great. So any last message for people in India, because you have launched 3 great products, 3 different genres of product, and catering to different audiences. So what message do you have for people?
Well, we're really excited about the opportunity of being in India. We think there's a huge amount of young people, very tech savvy. We would encourage those people to come in to our demo centres in Delhi, use the products, try for yourself, investigate online, see all our videos talking about the technology, and really experience it for yourself, because we think what we create is unique.
True.
And will solve real problems that Indian people have.
I can vouch for that. Thank
you
so
very much.
Thank you.